What's up, my kings, queens, and trolls of YouTube? This is your girl, Queen C. And here I thought I was done making videos for the day. And I actually got an email that I stumbled across. And I started reading it. And I was like, Lord have mercy. Let me sip this coffee. And let me get on YouTube and share this with my subscribers. Because this is some good stuff right here. So let me get into reading it real fast because whew, crazy. Dear Queen C, please help me because I'm so pissed and hurt right now, and I'm really trying hard to get over this breakup. I know you'll keep it 100 and say things in a way I need to hear them. I've been in a long-term relationship for 2 years. I have 4 kids, and I handle my business as a mother and hard worker. I met this man. He wined me, dined me, and showed me and my children so much love. A little over a year into our relationship, he started talking about us moving in together and that he wanted to marry me and all that good stuff. I was reluctant to move in because he has minor children who come stay with him from time to time, and in total we would have 7 kids together. Recently I decided to go ahead and give it a try. We decided to rent a 5-bedroom house together, and we've been living in it for a total of 3 months. He has 2 younger children and 1 adult child. The younger children come over every other weekend. Last weekend, after he left to take his kids home, I found the phone lying on the floor in the garage. He and both of his sons have the same iPhone, so I thought it was one of the kids. I called this man to try to catch him so I could tell him to turn around and come get the phone. However, when I called his number, the phone in my hand ended up ringing. I automatically assumed since it was his phone, he would probably realize he left it and be on his way back to get it. A few minutes later, the phone starts ringing back to back. Since he had yet to return, I'm thinking maybe he's using this kid's phone to try and locate his. I answer the phone and the person hangs up. They call back again, so I answer again. That's when this woman asked me if this is Tony's phone. And that's where I stopped and said, let me start making this video. So I say yes, and I ask who it is. This broad proceeds to ask me who I am, so I say I'm his woman. Long story short, this was a woman he met on a dating site that he had been dating for 5 months. She had no clue he had a woman or even lived with one. She told me everything, and everything is in all caps, so that must have been a lot of some everything, y'all. I proceeded to look through his phone and found a picture of I'm sorry. Oh my God. I proceeded to look through his phone and found a picture of dry coochies, fake titties, fat funky asses, and his little penis. He was having inappropriate conversations with other women and lying to them. He had multiple dating apps and accounts and so much other stuff. I was literally heartbroken, and I do not mean to laugh at your heartbreak, but dry cooch, that sounds like some Queen C stuff right there. So I lost where I was at. He had multiple dating apps and accounts and so much other stuff. I was literally heartbroken. I'm not asking for advice on what to do because I put him out. My question is, why do men do this? Why do they do everything to make us think we're getting into a loving and committed relationship to only be bullshitting us? Why drag us through meeting your family, having us around your children, living together, trying to build something, us having him around our children, to only be a no good, dirty dog? Are there signs that I shouldn't have missed? Queen, can you just tell me why? Deborah, girl, listen, I'm so sorry to laugh, but sometimes, certain words just tickle me because, if I was to see some stuff like that, I would be coming at my husband with some out of this world creative ass terminology, because that's how I am. So when I see people saying things like that, it just makes me laugh. I am so sorry that you had to go through this. I do think that it is so ignorant and so disgusting, and I hate when men do stuff like that. Like, to me, it's no reason to lead a woman on if you don't have good intentions. Like, literally, to me, that's like playing games. It's like, why, like you said, why do all that? Why whine you, dine you, be all up in your kids' faces, talk about moving together, talk about getting married? Why do all these things that you really don't have no serious intentions of doing the right way? If you're going to have these other chicks that you're messing with, you can date multiple people if you want to, but once you say you want to be in a committed relationship with a woman, once you say you want to move in with that woman, all your doggish ways need to stop. You need to be sure that that's what you want to do. You should not do that to anybody. And I know with some women out there to do certain things like that to men, lead men on and stuff like that, but the majority of what I see is men. And and then she's saying, like, where there's some signs that she should have, looked at and stuff like that. You said you met his family. I don't know, like, if he had you around any of his friends or anything like that. I mean, like, as a woman, you would think that when a man introduces you to his family or has you around his family, he's serious, because it's like, why make these connections unnecessarily for people? Now, I will tell you this is the God's honest truth. My husband, we're in an industry where my husband, he makes like a lot of friends, a lot of male associates and all those kind of things. And, a lot of times, people like to, do double dates and this, that, and the third. And he gets these offers and stuff like that. And I will tell you straight up, I don't want to be friends with nobody's girlfriends. I don't want to meet nobody's girl. I don't want nothing, because I don't like forging relationships to only be stuck in the middle of people's drama. And I know a dog ass dude as soon as I see one. I know dudes play games. I know they sneaky. I know they do a whole lot of messed up, foul shit. And I don't want to be in the middle of it. I don't want to be embracing this woman, calling her my friend, having conversations with her, being cool with her, having her, around my home and all that kind of stuff, when I know that the relationship's not going to last, because this dude is out here cheating on her. I don't want to be involved in that. I don't want no parts in that. And it's like, I understand how women can get caught up in not seeing any signs, because a lot of times people be like, oh, you should have known, oh, you should have seen this, oh, you should have known. No, when a man brings you around his children and his family, those are supposed to be one of the most precious things that a man has, next to, getting a wife. So when you allow, a person that you're dating to start meeting the children and the family and stuff like that, that makes a woman think that, things are going to progress, things are going to be good, because they thinking highly of you. They think that you would be too good of a man to just have random women around your family and your children. They don't realize that you just don't give a fuck. They don't realize that you don't care who you expose your children to. They don't realize you don't care who you expose your family to. They don't realize that. So here they are thinking meeting your family, meeting your children is supposed to be something special, when they don't realize that the next bitch and the bitch before her and the other bitch before her have already met your family and your children. They don't understand that. So it's like, I understand how this woman could be like, caught off guard. Here she is trying to be a trusting woman, a good woman, have a blended family and do the right thing. She gave up her home to get more space so she could live with this man, and he could have room for his children and all that kind of stuff. And for him to only do that, I cannot tell you other than, some men are just immature, some men are just trifling, no good, and just dirty as hell, and they just do these things. They don't care about what they, what they subject this woman to. They don't care about what they subject her children to. They don't care about diseases that they might bring to this woman, meeting these nasty ass heifers on these little nasty sites and stuff like that. They don't care. They don't care. And it's messed up, because sometimes the only way we find out that they don't care is by stumbling across it. Not because the man is honest, not because he's transparent and upfront. And we're calling them men. They're not men, they're boys, they're males, they're anything and everything but a man, because nobody in there, and a mature person is not going to play games with another person's heart. That's how you end up getting fucked up or killed. Y'all men don't realize that's how y'all end up getting beat the hell up, fucked up, killed. That's how you end up getting the windows busted out your car. That's how you end up getting flat tires. That's how you end up with a woman trying to be vengeful and spiteful, because you did her wrong, you did her dirty. Instead of being upfront and honest, you doing things that you don't have no business doing. You handling your business in ways that immature people handle their business. You're not being upfront, you're not being honest. Like, it's just terrible. Like, you don't lead people on. Do you not realize that that's how you get your own self messed up? What goes around comes around. You're gonna be playing games with these women, and then you're gonna find a woman that you swear is the one, not the one that you lying about and telling that she's the one, the real one that you really want to be with. And she's gonna dog your ass the hell out and have your tail tucked between your legs, and you're gonna be sitting somewhere in a chair rocking, sucking your thumb, crying for your mama, because you done got burnt real bad and hurt real bad, because that's what you've done. You have manipulated a woman. You've made her feel like she's crazy. Probably been gaslighting the shit out of her, having her thinking she's crazy because she thinks you doing stuff, and then you telling her you ain't doing nothing, and then you try to flip it on her and make it seem like she's doing something, make her feel bad about it and all that kind of stuff. Well, all along you just ain't shit. All along you just ain't shit, and you think it's cute, you think it's funny that you running around here dogging this woman the hell out and having her thinking that she's, you know, your queen and you're her king, and all you doing is playing her ass for a jester. I cannot tell you why males do that, Deborah. I cannot tell you, but I'm glad that you put his ass out. I'm glad that, you know, you're upset and you're trying to move forward instead of being upset and thinking it was something wrong with you. It was absolutely nothing wrong with you. It's something wrong with him. You met a bad apple, honey, but do not let that spoil you from checking out other trees. Please do not let that spoil you from going out there and searching for your king. And your good man. You know, I don't see, you know, anything that you know could have missed. I really don't. With what you've told me, I have no idea. You know, he might have been good at covering his shit up, but what I will say is this, you know, as a woman, you gotta be a little bit more careful with just, you know, letting men move in. My suggestion is, you know, if you find a man and he's interested in you and he starts talking that moving shit, where's the ring? Where's the marriage proposal? Let's get married. Let's do this. Let's do that, instead of just letting somebody move in. Because now, I don't know, you might be on a lease with this dude and he might have rights to your home. You know, you might have taken on a financial burden that you can't afford by yourself. It's all types of things that happen with situations like this. So just be a little bit more careful moving forward in the future about, you know, uprooting your children and trying to move in with somebody that you're trying to create a family with, and just make sure, you know, that the foundation is a little bit more solid than you know, a year or two. Anyway, that's all I have. Males, please stop playing games with women's hearts, and be careful, because you're gonna mess around and catch the right one that's gonna yoke your ass up and kill you. Okay, so you best tread lightly. Anyway, email me at queenchrisshonda@gmail.com if you have any questions. Like me on Facebook at the Queen C-Hive, and follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter at Queen Chrishonda. Peace from the C-Hive, guys.